Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today, new week but same trap. So expendable day, I'm still making my stuff, and you're gonna see at least another video after this with that trap because I definitely fell in love with it and it is so good. And of course this card, as you already know, gives a boost actually to all the warrior deck type monster. And if you think of warriors, how can you not think of 6 samurais? That's why we are here. And with these guys, it was pretty easy to reach legendary rank 2. Then I stopped, guys, just to show you some replays, but the deck is pretty consistent because 6 samurais really did benefit a lot from that extra draw that the expendable day gives. So really very cool, very consistent, to be honest, with the recent released cards that we've got. So we can play Inishi right now, as you already know. But before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here in this case with Trudge, with the Officer Trudge, but it's not the one that you have to use. The most important thing is to use the skill Reinforcement. So what this thing does, when you have lost at least 1500 life points, you can return 1 card from your hand to the deck, back to the deck, to add a random warrior type monster. I think he has to be level 4 or lower. I'm not sure about that. Let's actually check. No, it's not a level 4, but anyway, we only play level 4 or lower, so there's no risk to draw a high level monster. So of course, as you can imagine, this skill can be really useful sometimes in the late duel. If you have your expendable day set, you have no monster, you can use the skill to grab a monster and be able to use expendable day. So what happens here, as you can see right there, is that we on purpose want to be able to summon not only the 2 monsters required for the synchro summon of our main boss, Xian. Of course, we want to have this guy on the field to be able to negate a spell trap card on the field once per turn, but also we want to have an additional monster. In this case, we want to be able to summon an additional monster. Why? You might think that I'm crazy because, you know, we have 6-style dual wield that actually requires a 1 6 samurai on the field in order to be activated, and you can just bounce a couple of cards your opponent controls. But why do we want to have that? So that we have double interruption. As you will see in replays, with expendable day we can control our field and also trick our opponent, because for example, if we summon a couple of monsters on the field both in attack position, and we have both the 6-style dual wield and the expendable day, what happens is that your opponent is not going to care about you playing the 6-style dual wield. Why? Because he thinks he already has 2 monsters on the field. So as long as he has 2 monsters on the field, he's not gonna be able to use his 6-style dual wield, right? Wrong, because we can always use expendable day, tribute 1 of the 2 monsters in order to just have 1, so that we pop a card, draw 1, and then we can also use 6-style dual wield to bounce a couple of cards your opponent controls. So that's really cool, and it is so consistent, of course, thanks to these spell cards that are simply insane. Shin's Dojo and 6 Samurai United, it just counts as a part of grid basically. With this instead, we can bring anything we want from the deck, of course depending on the counters we have on it. This guy is simply insane. Quick effect, banish 2 and bounce a monster face up on the field. You can also save himself from something bad happening. And for the monsters instead, we have, of course, the triple Fuma. The triple Kizan that is mandatory because it is your only free special summon out of nowhere just by controlling another 6 samurai monster. And then I decided to go with the legendary secret of the 6 samurai that can special summon itself with the when you summon Fuma. So that's pretty easily this guy. Basically, all 3 of them really synergizes good too in order to summon the Xian. And guys, for the extra deck, 2 Xian are enough. Actually, you might have a 3rd, but I don't think it is needed. Then we have the Brayurna. Can never happen to use it, but I mean, it can be useful sometime. Then we have Trickstar that I did use, and it really is cool because if you have all three of these guys, and it can happen a lot because just if you have your 6 Samurai United and you summon these 2 guys before going into Shien, you definitely want to use the effect, draw another couple of cards, and most of the times you're gonna end up having this guy in the hand as well. So 4 plus 4 plus 1 is equals to 9, and it is how you can summon your Trickstar really easily. Then we have the Secret 6 Samurai Yan because why not, you can banish stuff. And for the rank Xyz, just a classic Malevolent Scene, Seas Worm Rush, never happened to use it, and Diamond Direwolf to pop a card that maybe is annoying and then stop us from our combo. But to be honest, maybe you can even think of getting rid of this, or maybe the Bryonak that I never use, to make room for this guy right here. I'm talking about the Excalibur, because sometimes you can actually happen to, if you manage to clear the field with the 6-star dual wield, and instead of getting the Fuma you just get another level 4, you could need the Excalibur to have those 4k and OTK your opponent. So maybe you should make room for this just by doing it like this, as you can see right there. So this could be maybe a best fate for the deck. Guys, that is all. Honestly, I think that this is definitely Kong worthy. It is too much consistent now, not to be it, because even if you break so hard that you only have a monster and the expendable day, you can still recover with that single interruption, because you draw an extra card, and that is so much significant in order to get a comeback. So guys, that was all for the explanation. We can jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay, third win in a row against Triple D's Command of the Doom King skill. Let's see what we have. It's him to go first, and as you can see right there, this is kind of a break, as we can't do nothing, right? So we have a, luckily for us, it's him to go first, and he's got the skill to have the pendulum skills, and then 1 set card and double Triple D Doom King Armageddon on the field. So we have the 6 Samurai United to begin with, and then we just draw the Fuma. We can't do nothing else, right? So at this point, I just tried my luck. I used the effect of 6 Samurai United because I realized that I could draw, for example, a Kizan, and I would have been so happy to get at least a Shien on the field to negate that. But also the other reason was that I wanted to set all three of my back rows, that's why. So I set all 3 of them, and as you can see right there, even with Book of Moon, in order to not be dual wielded, right? But we still have this, so that's not an issue. Also in this case, because we have Fuma, he's in troubles, because as soon as he pops this, we're gonna be able to use the effect of Fuma and bring out a 6 Samurai, of course, in attack position. So let's see what is about to do it. Of course, Kevlar effect is negated by the skill, just another set card that he attacks, and of course we can just go with Fuma's effect to bring out, as you can see, Inishi, then 6-star duel with number 1, 2, and then number 2 to make everything come back to deck. So as you can see right there, we are chilling now, and at this point we needed a level 4 basically for Excalibur, right? But we're not playing Excalibur, so even if we had the level 4, we couldn't have OTK'd him. Keep in mind that. So that's why I suggested you to put in Excalibur. So just Fuma with the Dojon, we got the first Shien summon, and at this point we just use a Dojo to get the Fuma on the field. Why? Because we want an expendable, actually monster to tribute with expendable day. That's the reason, of course. So I just attacked at this point, nothing more. Keep in mind now that I can negate the stuff with Shien, but I already made a misplay, and you know why? Because I had to negate this, actually made this come back to hand, because this 7 Thomas has a good effect as a pendulum effect. It can make a face-up DDD pendulum monster from your extra deck come back to hand. So what happens is that now he starts with Cards of Soul. I know it was a bait and I didn't fall for it. Then he went with Book of Moon. Unfortunately, I had to negate that. But now the issue is that he's gonna play the Savant Cabbler, as you can see right there, and I can just pop it, right? And this is a misplay. I had to pop the Savant Newton. I popped that, and with Savant Newton, he gets to recover that. Now he can activate it back again. So that really was a bad thing to do. So he just used the Pendulum Summon again. Both the Doom King Armageddon are coming back, and I'm really in trouble. So that was just a misplay, guys, because keep in mind, if I had popped the other one, I would have won already. But still, I was not in trouble. I just draw a monster. In this case, even if I didn't draw a monster, keep in mind, if let's say that I bricked so hard that instead of the secret I draw another spell or trap card, I could use my skill to return one of the cards and draw a random warrior type monster. So keep in mind that I just summoned my boy and he know I have the dual wield, right? So at this point he's gonna go with Galaxy Eyes, a Cypher Dragon, and I just went with dual wield. At this point, hoping he's got nothing more and he's got nothing else than a Sat monster, another level 4, and at this point I can just go into Malevolent Sin, get rid of that, and he just scooped, of course, because there's nothing he could do. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys, a second duel against Playmaker. Let's see what we have. It's him to go first, and this is a perfect hand to go first instead. So it just has a triple set, and we have everything we need, basically. 6 Samurai United to begin with. It's got the Floodgate and the Typhoon, not to let me draw, but that is not an issue because we have double back row, the perfect ones. Then he went with the Set Monster, Expendable Day to pop it, but it is a Gouki actually. So, but we still get a draw, and it is Shin's Dojo. What a dream, actually. We had Dojo to begin with, then normal summon using the Dojo to get the Fuma out, and that was a misplay. I think he thought that he could use the Typhoon in response to the Dojo on the Dojo, ignoring the fact that Dojo sends to the graveyard itself as a cast. So he forgot that, and he just popped that. Not an issue, because at this point we can just go with Xian, and we still have Kizan special summon to attack and have lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Third duel, my boys, against Blue Angel. Let's see what we have. It's him to go first. He's got Kandina to begin with. Adding Carbobane, that is the Entrap, right? So yes, and then nothing more. But at this point we can just go with Dojo. We have so much stuff. Look at that. We have a Fuma summoning Kizan, and we have 2 counters on Dojo already. Third counter, and then look at that. We can just go with Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, banishing 1 and 1. Then Dojo to summon another Fuma. Kizan special summon again. He just could, but just to show you with how many things we can do with 6 Samurais with Kizan is just too good. We can summon it's just a bunch of stuff. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. This was my 4th win in a row against another Triple D command of the Doom King. It's us to go first finally, but we do not have what we wanted. So Shin's Dojo to begin with, the Fuma of course, and then double sets, and we're chilling. I could have thought of using Dojo's effect to get another Fuma so that we have both of these stuff to be useful in the same time, but I decided not to. But keep in mind that that could be actually a play, an understandable play. It's got the DD Dog to begin with, the Orthrosis effect to pop my back row, and unfortunately I had to leave that. He went for the Pendulum Summon then, so as you can see, having multiple back rows this time is pretty cool. You think he's safe, but I still have something to, to come back. So he went with the Ragnarok, as you can see, to banish my Fuma in order not to activate the effect. And that is just, as you can see, Expendable Day that literally saves the day, because I can just avoid the banish, tribute, pop the big boy, draw an extra card. We already have a counter right here, so we're chilling. At this point, we're really chilling. I went with the Secret Samurai, then special summon of Kizan, continue spell to get the Fuma out, but at this point, I just went with Trishula again, just to be able to banish the Pendulum skill, so that it cannot Pendulum summon again. That was, of course, the purpose. It just has a set card. Kizan perfect to have lethal, but it's got Book of Moon to set my Trishula. Let's see if he gets something to come back, but even if he does, he only has one summon, you know, with the Pendulum. There's nothing he could do, my boys. That's how you do it. There you go. Here we go, my boys. This was the rank up duel, the 5th in a row. We have Paradox. Let's see, it's us to go first. Pretty nice. We have everything we need. We can just start with Fuma, triggering the effect of Secret Samurai, Shien. We can negate the spell trap card, and we have the dual wield. In this case, guys, we do not have the expendable day, so there is no reason to summon our Kizan, of course. So we have Mystical Space Typhoon to pop that. I had to negate with Shien. And that is literally my only defense. He went with the Onslaught, so this is a Fire King, and as soon as he entered the battle phase, I don't know why he said that. I mean, how do you not know that we play 6-style duel with? I don't know, just made that come back to hand. And this was my rank up duel, with 6-style duel with literally stealing the game. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least, my boys, we have Jaden Ubel. Let's see what we have. It seemed to go first, and he has Magical Musket, as you can see right there, with Neo's Fusion. So the Casper boy having a actually card to banish stuff in the graveyard, and the Neos. He also sent, I think, actually not Big and Saver. So we had the double summon thanks to Secret of the Six Samurai. We have also the Six Samurai United, but he decided to use the trap card in the Desperado to pop my Secret Samurai. Not a good thing, my boy. How can you not think that I do not have Kizan? But I mean, you can think that I do not have Kizan, but I'm about to draw 2. So I don't know. Of course, double draw, and I already had Kizan, so no issue. This means that Shien is coming, and we just have our expendable day right there. We can just attack the Musket monster, and we can't do nothing with Neo's Fusion, of course. It's got Tided Binds, and as soon as he attacks, my Shien is going to be dead anyway, so why not use it to pop the Starfire so he can't do nothing during the next turn, because he can't activate spell trap cards from his end, and also I get to draw an extra card. So actually monster that I didn't need, but then of course the extra draw made room for our 6 Samurai United. So again, Fuma that summons the 6 Samurais, draws 2. I'm looking for the Kizan to go into my Trishula. Unfortunately I did grab it, but I used the skill reinforcement to get an extra warrior monster, and I actually get Kizan. At this point I can just, I made a mistake here, guys. I legitimately made a mistake. In this case, I could have just gone with Trishula. So Trishula banished this, a card from the graveyard, a card from the hand, and he has exactly 2700. But I was leaving, I don't know. I misplayed, I summoned my Rian, just, you know, maybe for the dream, for the meme and for the dream. I used that to banish my boy. I attacked, and I have my 6-style dual wield, so I'm chilling. He went for the magical mallet to draw, I think, I don't know what he was looking for, but anyway, he's got nothing. So my misplay was, did not cost me the duel, but that's how you do it, my boys. And there you go. So guys, that was all for today's videos. I hope you enjoyed this updated version of 6 Samurais. Definitely cog worthy. I mean, they already were with their own stuff, with the 6-style dual wield that is simply too good, but Expendable Day just gave them what they needed to be consistent when they break. I know it can sound a little bit confusional, but the point is, when you do not have your full combo with Shien, 6 Samurais actually struggles, but they struggle a little less if they have a powerful card like Expendable Day, because they can pop and they can draw an extra card, and that of course helps the deck come back and get the win. So guys, that was all for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Of course, guys, if you have any question, any issue, you can ask me in the comment section down below. Also, guys, I'm planning to start streaming. I think I can try in this week. If everything goes according to plan, I will start. I would make. You should have seen some post about it. So of course you can ask me whatever you want in the comment section down below. But you can ask me even more thing with an immediate response if you come into the streamings, in live streamings, of course. Guys, that was all for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.